What's up, guys? Big Frizz here, and we're playing some Magic 2012. Nothing different. Well, there's a bit of a difference. I'm doing this after the fact. You know, uh, usually I do the live commentaries, but there was something a little screwy with my mic, so I decided to do it after the fact. I really like the gameplay. It's me being down Benighted with Forest Fury, and I love me some Forest Fury. I think it's a really good deck, but anyways, I don't mind the matchup of Forest Fury and Benighted because Forest Fury has a lot of creatures with 3 toughness, and that's pretty good in a matchup with Benighted. You could really, hold down sides for a little bit. Of course, if they get Mirror Crusader, you're pretty boned. But other than that, I think Forest Fury is a pretty good deck. It's a pretty decent matchup against Benighted. It probably wins 40% of the time. Like, Benighted is probably still a favorite, but it puts up a hell of a fight. So I end up mulliganing, and in the mulligan hand I get Boss Banneret and Weather Seed, and I end up drawing the big Vigilance Trample guy. He ends up dropping down a Vanilla First Striker, which makes me happy. And right here, he ends up dropping Battle Cry. Yeah, Battle Cry. There we go. And again, I'm not too sad. I'm feeling pretty damn good. Pretty good in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And land drop 4, Weatherseed Treefolk. I love Weatherseed Treefolk. He's basic for me. He's a blocker. I mean, people get aggressive with him because if he dies, they get him back. And there's a time to be aggressive. But in this matchup right here, he's strictly for blocks. That's what he is for. He's just gonna block. If they get indestructible guy, he'll die. They'll come back, and then bam, he keeps blocking again. The only thing that sucks is if you get him early, like I did. Sometimes he kind of wrecks you in terms of what you're gonna play next, because you want to play something and then you end up not being able to play it because you want to play something that's better. But it's still a pretty damn good card. I had another Boss Banneret, which means I'll be able to drop down my my Oak Gnarl next turn, regardless if I get the land or not. So again, I'm feeling pretty damn good. I'm about to have a big 5/7 guy that's on the board. It's gonna not die to anything he has unless he gets the Iona's Judgment. He ends up equipping that sword, so now he's gonna swing in and try to get damage in, which I don't know. I didn't agree with that swing in. But if he wants to get aggressive, that's fine. I end up blocking the Treefolk there to try to take as minimal damage as I can. I still end up taking 5 though, so I don't think it mattered on who I blocked. Oh, excuse me. God, I'm a little tired. Had a late night, man. Apologize for that yawn. But I played the Oak Gnarl. Well, I played the land and then played the Oak Gnarl. And my Battle Wand gets up there. So I get in there for 5, which is pretty sweet. It's pretty awesome. But, oh, well, I'll talk about it at the end. I had some stuff to talk about channel-wise, but I'll remind you guys at the end. It's fine. He lays down a land, kicks out for Banalish Lancer. Still don't feel all too bad. I mean, yeah, it's a big 4/4 guy, but I'm not worried in this matchup at all. I got a big 5/7 guy that's just going to crush face. Of course, I do want to get rid of that sword, though, because that sword is pretty good for him. And speaking of getting rid of that sword, I draw a Root Grapple off the top, which is pretty sweet. And I'm just trying, right there, I'm checking to see if I have enough mana to play both, so I could get all tricky on him during combat phase. And right here, I'm going to swing in with my 3/5. And right here, it's pretty obvious that I have some sort of trick. So his correct play was just letting the 3 go through. But I guess he didn't want to take too much damage, and he ends up double blocking, which is a very big mistake by him. I destroy his sword, and I basically kill 2 of his creatures for the price of 1, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, man, I'm feeling really good right now. Right after that, I was like on top of the world, baller shot caller. You know what I'm saying? He's got one creature, and he lays down another cheap first strike guy, which again, I'm not. You know, who cares? I got a big 5/7 that's gonna smash face every single turn. Get a Harbinger, which is good. Um, right here, I will admit to a mistake that I've made. I get a Harbinger, and I end up playing him, and I think the correct play there was adjust in Nature's Lore and not do anything else. Because in case if you did get the Mass Calcify, like right here is a perfect example of overextending. You don't want to overextend. So if he drew a Mass Calcify out the top, then I'm pretty sad. I won't have any blockers. I mean, yes, I'll draw the Dauntless next turn, but he won't be too big. And I think the correct play there would have been hold back Harbinger in case he plays Mass Calcify, because then I could just play Harbinger, maybe get the land to play Verdant Force and build a 1/1 army. But luckily for me, he doesn't get the Mass Calcify. I keep bashing in with my big 5/7 dude that's just wrecking face every single turn. And play my Dauntless. Again, another overextend on my part. You don't want to overextend, but I was feeling pretty good. I didn't think he'd draw it. I mean, I wasn't thinking about it, so you always want to keep that in mind. He's basically swinging in there, pretty much conceding, knowing that he's lost. So right here, I just swing in with the Dauntless. No need to play the fours, no need to play cards. Just swing in with the Dauntless and win. I got a new video up on DuelsCommunity. If you guys want to go check that out, I'll put a link in the description. If you guys like the video, leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe. I'm Frizzy. Peace out.